Step into the cottage, the air feels strange. Gemini candles flicker, cards rearrange. Auntie Karen whispers, what's your plight? Under her gaze, stars ignite. Shadows dance on the walls, truth on the tongue. The deck flips fast, your song just begun. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen's camera knows your soul. From Gemini swings to the blackest hole. The moon's in your corner, but the fool's in play. A pinnacle shines, what's it trying to say? Swords cut deep, cups overflow. Auntie Karen's eyes see what you don't know. Stars alive, the cars collide. Mystic wisdom, no place to hide. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen's hammer knows your soul. From Gemini swings to the blackest hole.
Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Sunday fun day. Hey Green-Eyed Devil, what's up my friend? Sunflower, Mahogany, Almond Eyes, Connie, what's up? Hey Jonica, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday fun day. What's up, Melanie? How are you? Good to see everybody. What's up? What's up? April, how you doing, sweets? Good to see your face. How's everybody doing today? We are going to do some collective messages and mix in the paid readings. So we're just going to have some fun today. Hey, DCA 3092. My little Aries friend, Emil, welcome in. Welcome in. You know, Emil, you call yourself a troublemaker, but the fact is you fit right into this crowd. So I think you found your tribe. Anyway, what's up? Hey, Sarah, how are you? Good to see everybody. What's up? Good to see you guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right. We are going to start with job, money, and career. And do some collective messages around job, money, and career. Hey, Laura G, what's up? Christina, how you doing? All right, let's do job, money, and career. What does the collective need to know about job, money, and career? Job, money, and career for the collective. Let's get a job, money, and career message. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Let's see what's up. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Kimbo, Danielle. Let's see. Job, money, and career. 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 Emil, if you stick around for a second, I'm gonna do one for you on job, money, and career. After this is collective, and then we're gonna do one for Emil. All right, hang on one second. Job, money, and career for the collective. 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 Job, money, and career for the collective, please. What is the collective? Oh, hell yeah. We got that Knight of Pentacles going on. My collective, y'all are making money moves. Y'all are manifesting. Oh, it's a good message. Oh, collective, I'm here for it. Oh, I get so excited when I get good messages from my peeps. Listen, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. What is this telling me? Collective, you're making money moves that are going to pay off longevity. Okay, we're looking, what I get here is that this is for the long haul. What I'm picking up, how I'm picking up that you're moving money-wise is you are realizing that money manifestation and financial stability, you're not looking for a quick fix. You're looking for a long-term solution. You're future-minded. You're realizing this is a marathon and not a sprint. You are looking at long-term financial success, and it's coming according to my cards. Okay. This is chock full of advice with the 3 of Wands here. Listen to me. You're co-creating with your higher self, with divine, with your guardians. Okay. That's a strong card about manifestation, collective. Okay. It's a very strong manifestation card, 3 of Wands. It's about visualizing your ships coming in before you can actually see them, because you know they're coming, because you're co-creating and you're manifesting them. Okay. So yes, good for you, April. I'm proud of you for that. Good. And again, you're not, there's several components to this manifestation, and it's come out in this reading, all 3 cards. Okay. This right here, the visualization, the belief, the co-creation, the allowing things, removing manifestation is as much about removing obstacles and blockages from your success as it is going towards your success. Okay. Remember that. All right. And especially in the full moon energy. Okay. Because the full moon is about releasing. So many times, you know, especially with this card, it's a good time in your money manifestation to focus on releasing those things that are blocking you, removing obstacles like the mentality of lack, challenges, whatever. Okay. This component. Okay. Nights are about movement. All right. Nights are about movement. So you're getting off your ass. Not in a bad way. Are you workaholicing? No, not with the 7 of Pentacles. What you are doing is you are moving consistently. All right. You're being consistent. You're sticking to the plan. You're pacing yourself, but you know, you're also knowing that what you're doing is paying off more in the long run than in the short run. All right. So it's all these components coming together to give you what the 7 of Pentacles is, long-term success. That's the harvest at the end of the season. You know, the 7 of Pentacles is all about planting your seeds and weeding your garden and watering your garden. And then at the end of the season, you know, is when you have the, what's that thing? The cornucopia. That's what I'm looking at. Right. So that's what I've got. Fan-damn-tastic money message for you, collective. Super excited for you. That is really good news. Okay. Very good money message. Emil, are you here? I told you I was going to pull you a job, money, and career spread, and I am. So let's do that. Hey, RK, how are you? Uncle L in the house. Everybody say hello to Uncle L. But Emil, if you are here, I'm going to pull you a job, money, and career. Okay, here we go. Emil, my little Aries friend. All right, Emil, what does Emil need? Give me an update. Just a quick for Emil. 3 cards on job, money, and career for Emil, please. Give me a quick for Emil. Give me a quick for Emil. Give me a quick for Emil. Give me a quick message for Emil for job, money, and career. What does Emil need to know? Don't allow outside circumstances to make you get jaded. That's one thing, to make you lose hope, to make you feel jaded. There was something else that came to my mind. Don't allow other people to influence you to give up on what you're doing. That's another thing I've got. Let's see. Hold on, Emil. Let me get a little more. Give me a couple of more cards for Emil. Give me a couple of more cards for Emil. Okay, stop worrying. Emil, stop worrying. something. I know because we talked about this. I won't talk about the details. See, okay, stop worrying. You're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. Here's what I'm getting. Yeah, stop it. Get out of your head. Get out of that loop. Get out of that mental loop. It's got you discouraged. It's got you rethinking what you're doing. But the fact of the matter is the truth is going to come out. And you got smooth sailing ahead of you. All right. You've got smooth sailing. I do have that you're rethinking. Are you thinking about backing away from what you're doing? Okay. The truth is going to come out. The truth, all the bullshit, all the fuckery, it's coming out. That's why this is in reverse. That's exposure. Hell yeah. You're moving towards good shit. All right. Peaceful waters. And here's what I get from this whole thing, Emil. I get that there's like you're in a situation where you're walking through a minefield. Okay. There's a lot of potential, but you're not going to hit any of them. Okay. Does that make sense? You're just going to tap dance right through. You're going to sail right through. You're going to be fine. Also, remember this card from the general. Remember what I said about it? Believing, seeing your ship coming in before it comes in. It's here again for you. All right. So just keep that in mind, Emil. You're good. Let that be a confirmation that things are going to be fine. Hey, Mika, how are you? So I hope that helps you, love. All right, let's look at love. Speaking of love, let's read for romance for the collective. We are going to do romance. Yay. I'm so proud for you, Emil. That was a good, encouraging update, right? So good. All right. Let's look at love. Wow. I love that. That is so cool. I know. Very encouraged about your message. All right, let's look at the past person, folks, just for giggles. Romance past. Romance past. Hey, Beck. What's up? Romance past. Romance past. Romance past. Romance past. What does my collective need to know about the past person? Hey, Wicked Red, how you doing? What does my collective need to know? Let's give the collective a message about the person with whom they have history. Tell me about the person with whom the collective has history. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Hey, Whitney. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, this is telling me a lot. Queen of Swords in the reverse. All right, so there's a lot to be said with these three cards as it relates to this past person. Everybody that's listening to me is like, well, are they coming back? Well, the short answer is yes. The long answer is, how are things going to go? Most of y'all will flip off after I said, that's all y'all care about. You think you can control the narrative you don't want to hear what I've got to say about what happens when they come back. You'll trust me to tell you they're coming back, but you won't trust me to tell you that it's going to be a shit show. That's the part y'all ignore. Not all of y'all, but the people that, you want to know if they're, I have literally done readings and I will sit there and go, they're coming back. They're going to fuck you over. They're going to burn your house. Not that, but you know what I'm saying? And literally people will go, but they are coming back, right? And I'm like, okay, listen to me. This Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a lesson. Your past person is a lesson. Can I just tell you that? Your past person is a lesson. Flat out. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is here in the reverse. Was it supposed to happen? Is there an element of fate to this thing? Yes. Is there a meant to be? Were you meant to meet this person? Yes, absolutely. Okay. But it's now at the place where if you engage in this thing again with this person, and you'll have the opportunity, you damn sure will, you're going to set yourself up for the same thing. Source is saying to you, you should have already learned this lesson from this thing the first time. And if you do it a second time, it's just going to be worse. You and this person or them, I don't know. There's anger issues between you two. All right. Queen of Swords here in the reverse. There's anger issues. There's bitterness. If you've got that towards this person, you are not doing anyone a disservice except yourself. All right. Holding grudges, holding anger, wishing bad for somebody else is doing nothing but hold on. Let's get rid of this mess. I don't have time for this bullshit. All right. Sorry about that, collective. All right, collective. Holding on to this grudge and this anger is like drinking poison and hoping another person will die. Okay? It's just not going to do it. Do I think they have anger and bitterness and grudges towards you? I do. But that's not your issue. It doesn't have to be. All right? It doesn't have to be. Okay? So just know that you will have a decision to make about this person. Okay? You definitely have a decision that you're going to have to make. Do you need the universe to make this lesson even more painful so that you don't forget this time, or do you get it? It's just that simple. That's what I'm getting here. If you get it, good for you. Let's do some healing. Let's do some shadow work. Let's move forward and manifest our best life. Okay? That's the message about the past person. You know what? I'm going to tell you, I just pissed a lot of people off. I don't give a fuck. I speak the truth here. And anybody that's watched me for any length of time knows that both of those things are true. I have no fucks to give, and I speak the truth. And the reason I speak the truth is because I do care. Because you don't need somebody to tickle your ears and keep you hanging. No, it's out of love that I tell you the truth, because the truth, no matter how painful, will set you free. There you go. Can I do a mic drop on that? That was pretty good. All right. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Hey, Zara, what's up? All right. We are going to look at new love, but I've got a couple of advices that have been booked. So we're going to pull those real quick. Whitney, we're going to pull you some advice real quick. Email. Can we get Whitney some advice? Give me Whitney advice, please. Give me advice for Whitney. Hold on one second. Give me advice for Whitney. Advice for Whitney. Give me advice for Whitney. What does Whitney need to know for January? 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 Give me some January advice. January advice for Whitney. What does Whitney need to know for January? What What does Whitney need to know for January? What does Whitney need to know for January? Page of Cups. Two of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. This is good news, though. You may not realize it, but it's good news. Page of Cups, Two of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. What does this mean? Rejection is protection all day long, every day. Remember this, when that person that you are interested in, whether it's a past person or a new person, doesn't work out, you will find out. It may take some time, but you will see the reason why that was absolutely a stroke of luck that did not work out. Can I tell you how many times in my 61 years of walking the planet that has been the case, that not getting what I thought I wanted was a wonderful stroke of luck. Thank you, April. Welcome to Fam Jam. But at any rate, I get this is actually good news. It's not going to feel like it at first, Two of Cups in reverse, but it is. Okay. You don't see it now. That's why the King of Swords is here in the reverse. You won't see this as the good luck that it is, but it is. That's why the Page of Cups is here in the upright. That's good news. That takes you closer to your happy place. That takes you closer to the right one. All right. Getting, this is calling out the ones that don't work. Okay. So that's what I got. I'm also got another advice. Embrace your singlehood. It's a gift. It absolutely is. And if you don't believe it, I could go into a lot of detail on that. Nonetheless, you can, Taylor, embrace your singlehood. Your goal is single and fabulous, and you're going to have to be amazing to change my relationship status. If you can't legitimately say that and feel it and mean it, then you're not where you need to be. There you go. There's your measure. All right. You can, Taylor. So that is your advice, Whitney. And we are going to Rena next, and then we will do new love. Rena's advice. Give me Rena's advice. Rena's advice. Give me Rena's advice. What does Rena need to know for January? 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 Hey, film version of Hustler. I love that. Give me Rena's advice for January. What does Rena need to know for advice? Embrace change. Embrace the process of releasing. Don't hold on to things, patterns, people, and places. Allow things to unfold in your life organically. There are some major transformative energies around you right now, Rena. I feel like that you may be holding on to some connections, people, places, things, habits, patterns that are not good for you. Okay. That you're actually, and so what I'm getting is to let you know that that's okay. You can relax. You can absolutely relax and embrace the changes. Allow things that are supposed to go, because I get that better things are coming. That's why the Three of Wands is here. Release things that are not for you, knowing that it's because you are going to manifest better. Okay. So if there are people, places, or things or habits in your life that need to go, relax and let them go. There you go. There you go, Rena. I hope that helped you. All right, let's look at new love. We're going to do a new love message for the collective. I got you, Taylor. We're going to do new. All right. Hey, Abigail. Good to see you, beautiful. Hey, legit. Too legit to quit. Abigail, how's our baby doing? I hope she's doing good. All right, let's do new. New love. New love for the collective. What does the collective need to know about new love? What about new love opportunities for the collective? What about new love opportunities for the collective? April, I got yours too. All right. What about new love for the collective? New love for the collective, please. New love for the collective. New love for the collective. New love, please, for the collective. What does the collective need to know about new love? New love opportunities. New love opportunities. Oh. Thank you for that. Thank you, Abigail. I'm so glad she's doing good. Sweet little baby girl. All right, here we go. We were all pregnant with Abigail, by the way. The whole cottage, we all carried the baby, didn't we? Oh, I like this. I like this 10 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Cups. Heck yeah. Collective, things are about to pick up for you as far as romance goes. End of a tough cycle around new opportunities. What does that mean? Have you had blockages? Have you had duds or nothing? I'm not sure what this tough cycle, I mean, maybe you've just been healing. Maybe you've had yourself off the market and you've been healing. That's heavy energy to manage too. But the 10 of Wands is here in the reverse. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, yeah, things are getting better. 3 of Cups. That's a fun energy. That's a light energy. That's a happy energy. All right. You may meet people out and about. I'm kind of getting this. Let things unfold. Don't get out and be social. If you get asked on a date, just go. That doesn't mean you're marrying the person. All right, just get out and have fun and go out with friends or go out back. Don't be afraid to go out. Who am I talking to that is doesn't like to go out and sit at a restaurant by themselves and eat? And what makes you think that you don't have just as much right to go eat by yourself in a restaurant and date yourself as anybody else? And why does that embarrass you? Who am I talking to right now that does that? You have just as much right to be there as anybody else. Okay. You go, let me tell you, I get it. I used to be like that. I wouldn't go eat by myself. I wouldn't go to work. Now I walk right in there like I own the place. Baby, my greenbacks are just as good as anybody else is there. And I will go up in there and I will sit down. I'll either sit at the bar and eat, not the drinking bar, but the bar. Okay. Like if you're at Longhorn or something like that. Or I'll, and you can bet your sweet bippity that by the time I'm leaving, I've done struck up conversations with 3 or 4 people. I have. And I know I'm a Gemini, but y'all got it in you. Okay. All right. Just know. Nonetheless, and then you'll have a friend to go out with next time. All right. And I'm getting this energy that you need to get out and be social in general, collective. All right. Get out and be social. It ain't gotta be expensive. Go volunteer. Is your passion animals? Is your passion the homeless? Is your passion people with developmental disabilities? What's your passion? You don't have one? Why are you not? Where's your humanitarianism? Okay. And you can get out and meet people like that. Join a club. take a class, take a painting class, take a typing class, take a Microsoft class, okay? Get in, martial arts, all right? You need to get out and people. Well, I don't like people. Well, I don't know what to do. You need to get to where you do, all right? Because I'm getting that the name of the game this year, people, is to lighten up and just go have some fun. Get out there, all right? I am predicting that you are going to actually meet someone close around you geographically, which is insane because I normally don't get that, but that's what I'm getting with this. Oh, I love that, CJ. Good for you. See, CJ is volunteering with the elderly. I love that. I love that. What else do you need to know about New Love Collective? What else do you need to know about new love? What else do you need to know about new love? What else do you need to know about new love? I also get that you need to give people a chance before you automatically assume that they're a doo-doo head. Lighten up. Lighten up. Am I telling you not to have boundaries? No. But just because you go out on a date with somebody doesn't mean you are committed to them. Give them a chance to screw up before you automatically assume that they're going to screw up. Well, who am I talking to right now? Probably myself. I hate it when I hit myself. Oh, nonetheless, just chill. You are getting this message of just chill the fuck out and have some fun and be organic and let things happen when they happen. Don't get all up in your, is this a person? Do they meet all my qualities? Put that list up for a minute and just enjoy yourself and have some fun. Well, are they emotionally aware? Are they emotionally intelligent? Yes. Okay. Listen, I get it. All of that shit is important. It is. Okay. But it's going to take longer than the first date to know it. Okay. You don't sit there. I wonder if they want two kids like me. I wonder if they'll like the same baby names that I. You just met this person 15 minutes ago. Lighten up and have fun. All right. Chill out. Go have fun. All right. Go have fun. I do get the tables turning around finding new love. I absolutely do. All right. Is everybody that you meet going to be amazing? No. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass. We all know the dating pool has pee in the shallow end. All right. I like what Uncle says about it, though. Swim in the deep end. If you're trying to manifest new love, why is this Nine of Pentacles coming out? Because if you cannot look at me and tell me with your heart, Auntie Karen, I'm single and fabulous and happy, and it is going to take somebody amazing to make me change my relationship status, because their competition is not other people. It's my current state of happiness. If you cannot look at me and say that, then you don't need to be on the dating market. You need to get back to square one, do some shadow work, okay? That's your goal. That's your goal, all right? So get out there, kick up your heels, have fun, all right? And stay in this relationship status until you're damn sure. Right? That's what I got. That's what I got. Hey, Joe Fees, how are you doing? Is everybody going to last? Get out of your head, water signs. I love y'all, but stop romanticizing everybody. No, just go out and have fun. Okay? Embrace the Gemini energy in your chart. You know, a lot of us overthink and stress and strain. Stop doing all that. All right? Stop doing all that. Get out of the habit of that. We wonder why we are in a pattern of continual disappointments. And sometimes that comes down to what's inside of us. All right. If you're having relationship challenges where every person that you meet, you know, you get with them and then it ends in a heartbreak or a disaster, you got to look inside and see does it mean you're a bad person or that you deserve it? No, that's not how karma works. What it is telling you to do is take a step back for a minute and get to your shadow work. That's why you keep manifesting relationship painful experiences. Okay. There is a difference, by the way, in relationship. There's a difference in being single and having people cross your path who are zingers and getting into a relationship and having heartbreak. Okay. Know the difference. Okay. This is okay. This high vibrational thing, because you're not going to get hurt. That's your intuition taking care of you. You are absolutely going to meet zingers. It's that you don't give your heart to them. It's when you get involved with them and you give your heart to them, that, and you keep doing that and you keep getting your heart broke. That's when you are needing to do some shadow work. That's when you are having repeating experiences. All right. That's the hamster wheel. All right. That's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah. It means that you're not learning the lesson. And what was it she said, green-eyed devil? It means that you're not learning the lesson that's needed to learn, and you're going to repeat it until you learn it. Yes. Yes. So, that's what I got. We will do another collective message in a minute, but I have April who has booked for advice. Right? Yes. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. April. Yes. I love that. Can I go adjust my air? I did before I came in here, but apparently not enough. I'm about to roast. Did you, Taylor? Oh, let's see. You did. You're after April. You're after April. I just got the notification. All right. So April, you'll be next, and then Taylor, and then we'll do some more collective messages. Okay. Give me just a minute though, because I'm about to roast. I'll be right back. Also, Uncle, I'm going to read for you after I read for Taylor. All right. I'm going to pull cards for you, Uncle. But I'm going to read for April, and then Taylor, and then Uncle L. Good deal, beautiful. I got you. All right. Hang on one second. All right. Give me advice for April, for January. Give me advice for April, for January. What does April need to know for January? What does April need to know for January? Patience. You're on a good path. Keep plugging. Be consistent. Don't give up on the process. I'm not sure what this is that you're working on. Maybe money, maybe job, maybe a self-employment gig. It could be you may be healing. Let's see. Keep the faith. Stay consistent with whatever you're doing. It's going to pay off. I don't know what's building. There's some momentum building for you, April. There's some energetic momentum building. Give me more for April. Give me more for April. Is that Royal in the house? Did Royal pop in? Hey, Royal. There she is. Hey, beautiful. What else does April need to know? Hell yes. There's your clarifier on the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. You're going from here to here. What are you doing? Are you, does this have to do with a home? Or does this have to do with a home or buying a home or working out of your home? What is this around the home front and money? Is it family? I don't know. But it's, if you're working on doing a stay at home, I feel like you've got a stay at home thing that you're, and it could be that you're, working on self-employment. And it's going to take off. It may be slow and steady. I don't see it being like a skyrocket, but I see slow and steady growth that is really Saturnian in nature, meaning by the time it actually happens, it's going to be like the kingmaker. That's that King of Pentacles, right? I don't know what this is. I'm working on my money right now for sure. Yeah, it's growing. But I feel like that you are going to, there's something about a home. You don't know yet. That's why. Look at this patience. Look at this trusting the process. Look at this. That's literally, that's like being patient, trusting the divine, 2 divine timing cards, but staying with it and keeping the faith. There's something about, and not worrying, do not worry. Don't get up in your head. I get you coming back from something financially, April, as well. I see you recovering from some sort of a setback, and it could be health, but I feel like it's money. But not only are you going to recover, you're going to be better than you were before whatever this is happened. Okay. But there is something about a new home. Are you fixing up your home, or are you working from home? You already own your own home, but stressing about a money issue. It's going to happen. Yes. I feel like, give me one more on the 4 of Wands. You are going to have a decision to make. You've got a second income. April, what is it you're thinking about doing out of your home that's a side hustle, that's going to be a second income stream? I don't know what it is. Manifest, major reno. Good. April, I feel like there is, I don't think you know this part. I think there is something that you're going to be able to do out of your home that is a second income stream. Just keep that in mind. All right, let's go to Taylor. And the reno is going to happen. You are quite welcome. I mean, maybe it's an investment that's going to start paying. I don't know. It could be that. All right. I'm also getting this. If you're thinking about trading cars, hold off if you can, but take care of the one that you've got to get longevity out of it, April. Okay. All right. Hold on to the car you have, but definitely make sure you're doing your maintenance on it. All right, let's go to Taylor. All right, here we go. What does Taylor need to know for January? Okay, there you go. What does Taylor need to know for January? 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 What does my Taylor friend need to know for January? What does Taylor need to know for January? Taylor, wait a minute. You sent me a question. You sent me enough for a question. You didn't send me money for advice. You sent me money for a question, so I need your question. Sorry. So Taylor, I need your question. So give me your question in the chat. You're fine. You're fine. Phone call? From me? I don't do that. You can email me your question, though. You can email me your question, Taylor, if you've got my email. Oh, there we go. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Never mind. So things got spicy at work with me and A. After the work day, how might this evolve? We only see each other one day a week. Ah, I got you. Okay. How might this evolve going forward between you and A? All right. What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? What are the energies between A and Taylor going forward? It's going to grow. It's going to grow. He's not telling you everything, though. Ugh, damn it. Shit. Taylor, who's he hung up on from his past? There's a past person that he's not telling you about. I don't think he's involved with this person necessarily, but he still busted up over it. I think he wants something with you, though. Okay. And the problem is you don't want to rush this thing. That may be the problem. He had a past breakup. Yeah, bad past breakup. He still busted up over that. All right. He wants growth with you. He's very attracted to you. There is an offer coming, but don't get the cart before the what is it I'm trying to say? Don't get the cart before the horse. This has the potential to grow in a good way, Taylor, but you've got to, and I'm also, I'm going to just be real with you. I know we cut up a lot, but hold off on the boinky boinky. And I get that y'all are super attracted to each other sexually, okay? But I get that if you will let everything unfold organically, the timing of everything, all right? Because look, this thing has a lot of potential. He sees you as somebody he could be with. He absolutely does, all right? The Empress is how he sees you, all right? That's what came out here. But you could get off kilter, because what can happen, and I'm not a purity culture person, all right? Right? I'm not a purity culture person, but I do believe that there are times that you can get the cart before the horse, and it can throw off something that otherwise could have gone well and been nice, okay? So you don't want this thing to become sexual, and I get that it could, but I get that if you're a little bit slow on the boinky and let everything unfold in its, in the right timing, you understand what I mean? Then I think it could go well. But he needs time to work on healing from this thing. All right. That's a big obstacle that he's got to overcome. So you definitely don't want any. I mean, I know you want to boinky him. I get it. But you want to hold off on that and let him clear all that shit up. All right. You don't want him rushing into a relationship or the boinky with you, because all that'll get all twisted and tangled up energetically. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to entangle with that old heartbreak energy. Right. Does that make sense? So that's what I got, Taylor. I think that's what's up. I think that's what's up. Friends first. Definitely focus on staying friends first. And yes, flirt, talk, all that kind of stuff. But he's not where he needs to be. He's not in an emotionally available place. Okay? He may think he is, but he's not. He doesn't know. King of Swords in reverse. He needs to take some time. He needs to take some time. All right? And some work. That's what I got. That's what I got. Oh, wow, Taylor. Well, you know what, Taylor? Maybe it's time to set some boundaries, because I saw what you said he did. That was presumptuous. And you don't have to do it in a mean way, but he does need to know he's not dealing with a hoe. He's dealing with an empress. Access to the bouquet is not, so, it's just not freely available to just anyone. You get access to my gold line, 24 karat gold, boinky boinky, you've done something, right? Yeah, friends before cheeks, and let him know cheeks, my cheeks, baby, they have value, right? Does that make sense? Jennifer, I got your thing for your 2 questions, and you're on the list after Uncle. But that's what I got. Yeah. Taylor, you're a beautiful girl, and you're an empress. And, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Taylor. What I feel like, though, is, I wouldn't be a bitch. You don't want to come off as being this cold-hearted bitch. But at the same time, just let him know that, look, I'm interested in you. But I'm not interested in you being a person that walks by me and feels like you have free access to grab my ass anytime you want. That comes with, titles and such. Yeah, he is. I do think he's sexual. I do agree with that. Yeah. And you don't want that to happen. You want him to understand that you are not an object, that you are a queen. You are an empress. And, it can be done in the most kind way. I will be treated sacredly. I will be treated sacredly. I am sacred. And that has nothing to do with purity culture. It's your value as a woman. Yeah. Well, and that's good, Taylor. So there is some respect there. So you've got that to work with. So I don't think the guy's a total turd ball. He just needs a little tweaking. See, you don't want this to turn into emotional support booty. Uncle L brings up a great point. Uncle is support. He is emotional support booty. Oh my God, that's crazy. But that's what I got. And I hope that helps you, my love. All right. Speaking of Uncle, let's pull for Uncle. Let's pull for Uncle. What does Uncle need to know? Uncle the Taurus. What does Uncle need to know? What does Uncle need to know? What does Uncle need to know? We're going to see what that means. I feel like that's something new coming towards you, Uncle, or that you'll find. But let's see. Ace of Cups. Uncle. What does Uncle need to know? What does Uncle need to know? What does Uncle need to know about this Ace of Cups? What does Uncle need to know about this Ace of Cups? What does Uncle need to know? Thank you, Taylor. What does Uncle need to know about this Ace of Cups, please? What does Uncle need to know about this Ace of Cups, or just in general? You got two different aces here. Why is the Chariot in the reverse? There's one of these that you're not interested in. But in general, I get that love is taking a turn for the better. You're coming up on the end of a tough cycle around love. So there is something new and exciting here. I've got two different people in your energy, Uncle, as far as new. You got to heal from something. You got to heal from something. I'm getting advice to take your time and work through something. I'm also getting the advice, Uncle, that, and this will be easier for you, you're a Taurus. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. This is a time to really spend getting to know folks. All right? Take your time. But there's this end of this tough cycle. I do have a relationship here with the Four of Wands, but I get some things that need to precede that. The Three of Swords, you've got to deal with that heartbreak. The Two of Pentacles, spending time getting to know people. All right? Making sure something is real and not, magical poo-poo. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. What is it you say? Magical poom-poom. Magical, making sure that it's real and not just physical, okay? Making sure that it's real, okay? I feel like one of these people in your energy, it'll be more of a physical thing, and one of them is more real. And you are advised to kind of take your time to make a decision. Don't rush into anything, okay? I think both of these energies are new. I think both of these energies are new, but I'm getting to, why do I feel like with this Chariot in reverse, there's something you need to pump the brakes on? Hermit card. Yeah, look at here. Look at there. Healing. But you do have something pretty amazing, okay, that looks very 11-11, very happy with this Four of Wands. And at the end of a tough cycle. What I get from that is you're closer to working through this shit than you may realize. I don't know. You're pretty intuitive. So you may realize that you are, on the cusp of a breakthrough with regard to, working through some shit, right? I also get that you need to pace yourself, make sure you're getting enough rest. Yeah, that's it. Magical poom poom. You need to make sure you're getting enough rest. This was here, but in the reverse. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. All right. Make sure that you're not overdoing it in some way. Okay. Uncle, do not look at me and say, I can sleep when I die. Will you hush? No, you need to get a good, solid, rest. Okay. And self-care. Self-care. You may even need a vacay. You're going to come up more refreshed if you'll, make sure that you're pacing yourself and taking care of yourself. What else does Uncle need to know? That's fair. Is there anything else that Uncle needs to know? Is there anything else that Uncle needs to know? Anything that Uncle needs to know? A lot of options. A lot of options. I told you, the end of a tough cycle. Uncle, there's some drama that's calming down. There's some drama that's calming down around you. I don't know if it's family drama. I don't know if it's, the tube. I don't know what it is. But there's some drama that's calming down. I also see your money picking up steadily. 8 of Pentacles here. Here's what's crazy. I get I get people trying to be competitive with you, and you're leaving them in the dust. Okay? I don't, work or, whatever. I get that. You're leaving them in the dust. Okay? They're not the competition. And I know you know that. There's a celebration around work. Also, that's another get out the door. Go out and have some fun. Look at there. I know that you're a guy. I get it. But and I know that this is Empress energy. This is your energy. It's the last card out. Standing in your power. I know you know all this, but the Empress is very much, it's Taurus, okay? It's very much abundant, happy. Things coming to you. Venus is an attractant. So you're very much embracing that Venusian energy. Venus does not just rule love, folks. Venus rules money too. Most people forget about that part. Okay. But it's everything. It's literally everything. And this is just reminding you have everything you need inside, which is why everything around you is going to match that energy. All of these, this is internal. All this stuff on the outside is just going to mirror that back. So you're definitely stepping into a very powerful version of yourself. I love that. A lot of happiness. Look at here. Look at here. Exactly, Uncle. That's what's up. Yes, Mercury and Leo lady. How you doing, Stacy? It's good to see you, beautiful. Uncle, I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you, love bug. I hope that gave you some Oh, I'm going to pull a spiritual card for you, Uncle. These are fun. What does Uncle need to know from the spiritual? Let me pick up my tarot. What does Uncle need to know from spiritual AF? Hold on a minute. What does Uncle need to know from the spiritual deck? What does Uncle need to know from the spiritual deck? Right there. Accept the good in life and know that you're a fucking delight. Once you notice the good shit going on in your life, more good shit will start happening. It's like a magnet or a dung beetle. Fun fact, once a dung beetle gets a little nub of poop, he runs around with it and more poop sticks to it and grows and grows. Goodness is like that. Oh, gosh. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. That's such a Taurus Empress Venus message, I swear. Like that tied right into that. Oh God, I was. Okay. All right, let's get Jennifer. Jennifer, if you're here, you sent me money for 2 questions. You can either email me those questions or you can put it in the chat, whichever you want. While Jennifer is doing that, I'm going to pull another general romance message. So Jennifer, I need your questions, and then, but in the meantime, I'm going to read a general romance message. General romance for the collective, please. General romance for the collective. Good. General romance for the collective. 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 Now, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who says that I am the one. Hey! Sorry, I had to. All right. Collective, general romance for the collective. Me too, CJ. Me too. General message for the collective, for love. Give me a general love spread for the collective. What needs to come out? For the collective, for romance. Give me a general love message for romance. Mom's the word. Knight of Cups. King of Wands. Collective. This is very co-create. This is very interesting. Be careful who you open up to. It's okay to go out and have fun and date. But there are some things that, opening up and telling your deep, dark secrets and how you've been hurt and your traumas to the wrong person, they can later use those against you. Okay. I get a lot of people coming towards you, but there is this energy of being reserved. I mean, yeah, talk to people, have fun, but talk to them about your favorite music, not your trauma. Does this make sense? Be careful about opening up to people with the sensitive information, if you will. All right. Take your time. Now, I do have several people that are in the energy that look good. You've got this Knight of Cups. You've got this King of Wands, but you've got this High Priestess here reminding you to stay on top of your spiritual practices, meditation, spiritual baths, whatever they are. Okay. Stay on top of that stuff. It's going to strengthen your inner knowing, your intuition, and you're going to need that, right? You're going to need that, okay, as you embark upon things, okay? So, and just for God's sake, if you have not healed, healing must always come first. That's why the High Priestess is here. Healing must always come first. If you are carrying around a heartbreak, stay the hell off of the dating until you heal. All right. Thank you, Uncle. Take care, love bug. But that's what I got. That's what I got. Oh, okay, Jennifer, I got you. But I've got several people coming towards you. What else can I tell the collective about? Yeah, be careful about opening up to the wrong person. I am literally getting to be reserved. Hold your cards close to your chest. All right. With regard to that, you've got a soulmate coming in. One of these is a soulmate. I do see my collective, a lot of y'all being in a relationship and a tough cycle around healing ending. That's the second time I have seen that. Yeah, there's a soulmate here. So I do think there's a good opportunity here for a lot of you guys to be in a pretty good relationship fairly soon. All right. But that's what I got. That's what I got. I hope that helps, collective. Anything else the collective needs to know around romance? You can't trust everybody. You cannot trust everybody. Observe, observe, observe. And for goodness sakes, don't ignore these. Don't ignore these, okay? That's not a circus, all right? Yeah. All right. Know your value and charge tax. All right. Let's read for Jennifer real quick. Let's read for Jennifer's 2 questions. Let's read for Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, look, you're going to have to look at your timestamp. Oh, my goodness. All right, Jennifer, the first question is, my first quarter was not as strong as I wanted. What can I do for this upcoming quarter to be successful? And will I be eligible for more grants and federal aid next year? We're going to find out for you, Jennifer. What advice do you have for Jennifer to be more successful in the next quarter? What advice can you give Jennifer to be more successful next quarter, this upcoming quarter? What advice can we give for Jennifer to be more successful? Thank you, April. What advice can you give Jennifer to be more successful in the next quarter? What advice can you give Jennifer to be more successful in the next quarter? Page of Cups, Judgment, Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. And then the Sun card on the bottom of the deck, and that kind of ties in. I think, Jennifer, that some of your issue, why do I get that you are feeling down in the dumps, unhappy? You've got to do some things that are good for your soul. And you're like, wait a minute, how is that going to make me successful in making better grades? Hear me out. Yeah, of course you got to study. Yeah, of course you got to do all the right things. That's, higher education. But you also got to be balanced. All right. You've got to do some things that bring joy to yourself. Perhaps it's being social. Perhaps it's going out on dates or putting yourself out there to go out on dates. I also get this to a degree. You've got to go within yourself and resurrect your happiness. Right. Psychology. Yeah. And it's not easy. You've got to literally, I feel like you are going to be this, you've got to be the phoenix rising within yourself. You've got to dig deep within yourself and resurrect that part of you that's happy, that's passionate, All right. You've got to resurrect that. I don't know if this is making any sense or not, but you've got to go down deep and pull it up like a phoenix. Okay. There's a lot of happiness and abundance to be had. But I think that, we are getting to that place of, and yeah, and you can put yourself in positions to make friends, okay? Whether it's doing volunteer work, getting in clubs, we've talked about that. You've heard me talk about that, right? Thank you, Darren. Find that thing that you're passionate about. Animals, homeless, food banks, elderly, like CJ is got going. I mean, there's all kinds of opportunities to put yourself out there in situations where you can meet not just students, but people. So I definitely feel like that's going to help you. But I do feel like that you've got to reach down inside of yourself and pull up the happiness from within. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm picking up as far as how to be more successful. I think if you will resurrect that part of yourself, I think you'll find passion, and I think you will see, believe it or not, I think you will see your grades get better. We talked about this before. Yes. I think that is going to be key. Join a gym, whatever it is. Co-create with me is pointing out some beaches. So there must be some nature in your area that you can take advantage of, beaches or otherwise. That's going to help you a lot too. That's going to really bring a lot of grounding. Ronald McDonald House, Green Eyed Devil said she has worked with them before, and I've known of them to help. I had one of my daughter's friends had a child that was very, very preemie, and they were just amazing with her. Yeah. I think bringing some balance to your life is going to make it where when you do study and you do put yourself into tests, you're going to be fresher and it's just going to be better. Lots of beaches. Okay, there you go. And that's a fantastic place to connect with nature and ground, That's true, CJ. That's absolutely true. She says there's a lot of local Facebook groups that you can find to volunteer in your community. That's absolutely true. So, yeah. Let's look at your second question about grants and federal aid for next year. That's a scary topic, isn't it? I know. I got a college student, trust me. And thank you guys for the suggestions. Co-Create and Green Eye Devil and CJ and others. I appreciate that. Let's look at grants and student aids. Oh, wow. Well, it'll be okay. He will delete that, and then you can just you can email him to let him know you still haven't found work. Let's look at grants and federal aid for next year. The Fool card, the Ace of Cups. What is this about? That just flipped out, Jennifer. Knight of Wands. There's something to go after passionately. If you don't already have some sort of an idea, you will around work. I feel like And my cards are saying go for it, whatever it is. Your intuition is going to give you an idea, and it may be outside of the norm or outside of the box. Yeah, you can just email him, Sarah. And he's live. You can go talk to him in his live. Oh, well, there you go. My cards are saying you'll be successful. My cards are saying you'll be successful about starting your own business. It's going to go well. It's going to go well. You're going to have to work for it, but I get a wish coming true. All right. Let's look at, and I'm getting good cards in general around money, but I want to see about your grants and financial aid. Give me grants and financial aid for Jennifer. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer. Grants and financial aid for next year. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer for next year. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer for next year. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer. Grants and financial aid for Jennifer. I don't think, are you going to be okay financially? Yes. It's not going to come in the way that you're thinking. You're absolutely, I don't think it's going to come in a way that you're thinking, but I feel like that it's going to come, but just in another way. So your grants and financial aid may not pull the way that you would like, but what I do get is that the money is going to come in other ways, and it very well could be from this business because we have this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like your intuition, yeah, King of Swords. What is it that you are smart about? What is it that you are smart about? There's something that you have expertise in that you are going to be able to help people. Hell, maybe it's tutoring. I don't know. This right here, this leap of faith is going to be the thing that saves you. This leap of faith is going to be the thing that saves you, Jennifer. And I think that's starting your business. 7 of Pentacles. It's going to work. Star. Your future is better than your past. Your best days in this thing are in front of you. So that's what I got, love bug. That's what I got. That's what I got. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Put together a plan. Yes. She's not being mean, Sarah. I didn't, I'm not going to say I caught everything, but I didn't see you approaching Uncle either. And I'm kind of confused why you were asking me about Uncle's Cash App after he left. Like, that didn't make any sense to me either. Okay. So she's just trying to steer you in the right direction. I don't know a thing about Uncle's Cash App. You need to go talk to him. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. She's not being mean, Sarah. She's just simply stating what she saw. And I saw the same thing. This is not a matter of somebody being mean. It's somebody of speaking truth. All right. Being mean would be like calling you names and insulting you. We don't, there's not been any insults made towards you. All right, Sarah. So just know the difference. And if you feel triggered, then that's a you issue that you need to work through some shadow work in. Okay, baby cakes, I love you. Good. All right. CJ, where are you? Where are you at, CJ? Are you here still? I'm going to pull for you, CJ. CJ is eating popcorn. All right, CJ, I'm going to pull for you. Okay. What does CJ need to know? What does CJ need to know about romance? What does CJ need? Oh, no. Sorry. What does CJ need to know in general? What does CJ need to know in general? What does CJ need to know in general? CJ, I saw new love. That's why that came out. That's why I said that. It came out before I realized it about romance. I saw new love for you. You're on the road to something new, but I didn't see that in the cards. I just saw it. I saw an Ace of Cups. CJ, I don't know what that's about, but I'm just telling you that. I saw that. I just saw it. All right, give me in general, what does CJ need to know? Because I meant for this to be a general reading all along, but yeah. All right, what does CJ need to know? 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 What does CJ need to know in general? Oh, Laura, that sounds so pretty. What does CJ need to know? Thank you, Sarah. What does CJ need to know? 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 CJ, listen. There is something you need to get in balance around work or money. It could be spending, and it could be, there you're going to hate me, CJ, but I'm going to tell you what I see. More prudent decisions around money and spending, and also being balanced in work and play. Okay. Making decisions for your highest good. All right. Prudent financial decisions. There's a renewed sense of optimism around love, and you do have love coming. I was not wrong. There's light at the end of the tunnel on your love life. There's a renewed sense of optimism. That's why the Nine of Swords is here in the reverse, and the King of Cups came out on top of that in the upright. I'm like, what is that about? And the King of Cups came out to tell me it's about love. There is new love. There is new love. It's a breath of fresh air. Six of Cups. It's a soul bond. So we like that. We love that energy. Wish coming true. You're more powerful. You're more powerful, CJ, than you may realize. You have not even, I know you know you're powerful. I get that because I know you've been doing work, okay? What I'm getting from the cards is there's even more that you've not yet tapped into, that as you continue the shadow work ascension journey, you'll tap into it. It's already there, okay, CJ? It's already there. Good, good. Your power is already there within, okay? But the more inner work you do, the deeper you go into this ascension and shadow work, the more powerful you are going to become. And what I'm getting is you there's so much more power that you have that you're not aware of, that you will be aware of as you continue to do the inner work, if that makes sense. You're breaking cycles. I do get that. You're breaking patterns. You've cut out a lot of, you have dealt with a lot of shit. You've dealt with a lot of shit, right? You've cut out a lot of patterns. You've broken a lot of patterns. You've broken a lot of chains. You have done some healing. That's why this devil is here in the reverse. That can often speak about shadow work when it comes up in the reverse. It's very much a card about no longer fighting battles that are not yours to fight, no longer fighting for things that aren't good for you, no longer being stuck in toxic patterns. This is some pretty powerful stuff, but you got more to go. You got more to go. And I don't mean the hard work. I just mean shadow work. You know, CJ, you've heard me say this, but I remind you, shadow work is more than healing. Most all of us, myself included, that's where we start with shadow work. And that's fine. Not a thing in the world wrong with that. But it goes beyond that. So stay on the journey, because there's a lot more power within you that you are going to access from that work into the subconscious. There's a lot more power. And I really get that power being around manifestation. And that makes sense to me, because we manifest with the energies of the subconscious, right? So, but there's a lot here. You got a lot of messages, CJ, in a really not that many cards. You got that thing about money or work. You got love, and just in general on your spiritual work. It's all another thing that I'm supposed to tell you. It's all uphill from here, or it's all up from here. It's all up from here. You've done the worst of it. I'm not saying everything's going to be ducky, but the hard part, you've gone through the hard part. You've gone through the hardest part. The best days are in front of you. Keep flying. Keep flying. You're welcome. You're welcome, CJ. Yes. That's how you've cleared a lot of stuff. I agree with that. And I'm proud of you, CJ. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you're proud of yourself. You should be. You should be. I think I'm going to pull for Laura. Let's see what Laura needs to know. What does Laura need to know? Lord G. What does Laura need to know? Give me some advice for Laura. What does Laura need to know? 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 Laura, what is the drama around you? I don't know if this has happened or if this is predictive that you may have people to try to pull you into their drama. And you know the advice. Remember, their battles are not your battles, okay? They may try to bait you into some kind of, trigger you into reacting. Unbothered, all right? Choose your battles wisely. All of those things are coming around, okay? You may have a person around you that, I feel like this could be work related. You may have some coworkers who are turd butts. Do not engage in the bullshit. Do not engage in the bullshit, okay? Fly solo if you have to at work or around work. I also feel like there is this possibility that there could be someone around you that tries to take advantage of you, probably financially or in some other way. And I kind of feel like that you need to use a lot of discretion with regarding those types of decisions, okay? Your money in general is good. Keep to myself. Your money in general is good. It's stellar, all right? But I get in the workplace especially, there may be some fuckery going on. Are you looking for a new job? You may have some sort of an offer or some sort of a new start around money that looks good. Okay, that's another thing. You got a lot of money messages here, which is interesting. But I know we pulled for you for romance recently. There's a major obstacle you're overcoming. What's this obstacle that you're overcoming? What's the obstacle? Whatever it is, let me just tell you, this is not an easy obstacle. There's some kind of obstacle, okay? It's a big one and you're overcoming it. And when you do, whatever this obstacle is, you'll know what I'm talking about when it happens. You may already be experiencing it, but you're going to overcome it in a big way. Okay. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to do it. And remember this. Need I remind you, your son's home? Okay, we bounce. We fucking bounce. And we bounce quick. We recover quick from shit. So remind yourself who the hell you are when it comes to navigating challenges. So I love that. I love that for you. Pretty powerful message. Love that for you. You know I'm going to get you, Cuppy. You know I'm going to get you. But I hope that helped you, Laura. Thanks, love. Yes, that was an evolved Gemini message for real. Absolutely. And Laura is definitely that. All right. Let's go, Cuppy. Let's go, Cuppy. What does Green-Eyed Devil need to know today? What does Green-Eyed Devil need to know? What does Green-Eyed Devil need to know? What does Green-Eyed Devil need to know? Green-Eyed Devil, I can't believe I'm getting this. Maybe this is not you. It's not you. It's somebody around you. Okay, that makes more sense to me. What else does she need to know? Man, this is coming out strong. Okay, listen to me. Hey, Kara. Okay, Green-Eyed Devil. I know you got haters. I know you got haters. And they're holding on. They're harboring this, okay? They don't want to let this shit go. All right? I'm going to just be real with you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the first spread. All right? This is not you. I was worried. I thought at first it was you. It's not. It's somebody else. I clarified that with that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There is somebody that is holding on to shit. And what I got from this is every time they try to do something destructive toward you, it's gonna come back. You ain't got to do nothing. Okay, this is just automatically what's going to happen. It's going to come. Trying to hurt you is them fighting a losing battle, and it's going to hurt themselves. Okay, they're people that are trying to come for you. Every time they come for you, it's going to be them that gets it, and not you. Okay, and I hope they're listening because I know they stalk you on my channel. Okay, I know that. So let's just make it real, because I promise you, I'm time stamping this, and when I do, they'll watch this afterwards if they are not watching it now. Okay, so to Green-Eyed's haters, every time that you try to hurt her, you're not going to be able to. It's going to come on you. All right, now let's talk about the rest of it. To those salty people that are trying to undermine your success, that have turned their back on you, that are salty and jealous of you, that are trying to be manipulative, every time your name crosses their mind or their lips, you are going to be more powerful. You are going to be more successful. You are going to have more of success than what you want. So, Green-Eyed's haters, I want to say thank you on her behalf. On behalf of Green-Eyed Devil, I thank you for coming for her, okay? Because every time you speak her name, it's going to give her power. Every time you speak her name, her money's going to go up. Every time you speak her name, her friends are going to go up. Every time you speak her name, she's going to get more followers. Every time you speak her name, she's making power moves. So just keep that in mind, haters. So you just keep doing what you're doing. You just keep right at it. That's what came out. That's how that works. And I'm going to tell you something, haters. We're going to put a ritual on this to solidify it, just so you know. Yeah. And that's what came out. That's what came out, green-eyed devil. At first, when I saw that, Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands, and I'm like, why is she holding on to something? And then I heard it's not her. Because I got some, holding on to something that was not doing you any good at all, right? And then I heard it's not her, and I'm like, are you sure? Upright if it's her, reverse if it's not, and boom, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse came through, and that's somebody also jealous of your independence and your success and all of that, right? And then I said, what else does she need to know? And that's when I got all that stuff, and then the Knight of Pentacles came up saying, but this is what's going to happen whenever they do all that. Yeah. Straight and to the point. Straight and to the point. They'll see this because they stalk you everywhere, here and other places. And to my stalkers, that's for me too. And I got them too. I didn't see that coming either, green-eyed devil. I feel like I was really thinking, well, is this going to be about love or money? Because you've been getting money messages, right? Oh, I think so. You are. You are. And we saw that last night, We saw that, which we kind of knew it anyway. About me, we had some other evidence. We've got some receipts and screenshots and evidence for both of us that we're gathering. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, there's Tammy. Tammy wants some advice. I got you, Tammy. Probably, green-eyed devil. Probably. The full moon energy, by the way, lasts 3 days, so we'll definitely tap into that. All right, Tammy, you are up next. Let's pull some advice for Tammy. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? Good to see you. Look at that. Y'all, okay, will y'all look at that? I can't put it on my screen because if I do that other thing will go away. Will y'all look at her picture? She is one cool dudette. I love that. Okay, good, green-eyed devil. Good. Yes, Laura. Yes. All right. All right, Miss Tammy, let's see what we got. What is Tammy? Give me some advice for Tammy. What does Tammy need to know for January? What does Tammy? Love that. What does Tammy need to know for January? 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 One more shuffle, Miss Tammy. What does Tammy need to know for January? Give me some January vibes for Tammy. Are you really, Laura? That's funny. Hey, Laura Baker. How are you, sweets? Who is this that needs to go, Tammy? Somebody needs to be cut out. There's somebody here that's giving me unstable vibes. It is time for you, my friend, to stand up for yourself. All right, Tammy, in some situation, you need to speak your truth. And if that person leaves, then they need to go. All right. There's something you need to be thinking about you and what's for your highest good and not pleasing everybody else, these unstable folks. All right. I don't know if it's family or romance or just in general, but it's time to take care of yourself. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay. It's a new day. It's a new day, Tammy. It's a new day. There's some bullshit in your energy, and when you cut it out, you're going to start a new phase of life. What is it? Is it work or is it romance? I don't know. But I will tell you this: this Ace of Pentacles is good. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles is good. There's a new start. It may be around money. The new start with the Ace of Pentacles. What is that? Talk to me about that. It's love, baby. It's love. And it's new. So the advice, focus on the new. Also, fill up your own cup. Once again, this is as much about self-love as it is new love. But we were using that to clarify this Ace of Pentacles. When I ask, is it love or is it money? The Ace of Cups is what came out. So you got new love coming. There's somebody here that needs to go, though. Look at here. Whoever this is needs to go. Do you know who I'm talking about? Look at here. This heifer needs to go. Let me tell you something, Tammy. I know that little icon with your face in it is small, but it's big enough I can see. You're a pretty girl, and you're too cool. You're too cool for this. Okay, you got it going on, baby. All right, you got it going on. You do, yes, absolutely. So, sayonara, toxic person. Sayonara, trauma bonds. I'm moving on to something new. I'm going after what makes me happy. It's all about you, my darling. It's all about you. It's all about you. But you got new love. There you go. That's it. Look, I don't think that's the closest thing to a look. It's the hair flip for me. All right. There it is. There it is. Out with the old, in with the new. Yes, ma'am. That's what I got. I got new love. And with two aces coming out, Tammy, is it possible that you might have a couple of people that approach you? Mm-hmm. It's possible. But there's one here that's definitely worth your time. All right? Yeah. Stop. I'm also getting this, Tammy. Tammy, why do I feel like I need to tell you to stop playing small? Go big. Go for what you really want. All right? You deserve it all. Listen, like my nephew, Kendrick Lamar says, I deserve it all. So repeat that. Let that be. I deserve it all. He's my nephew. See, people think I'm crazy because I love him and I can't help it. I just do. I just do. I deserve it all. That's your new mantra. I deserve it all. That's it. Good. Good. Stop playing small. Let me tell you something. Stop playing tiddlywinks. You need to be playing chess. I don't know why, but that's what I got. Yes, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. That's right. Yeah, we're done with the tiddlywinks. Okay? I don't even know I've never played tiddlywinks, but that's just what came to my mind. There you go. Laura Baker, did you know that green eyes are the least common eye color in folks? Take care, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here, my love. Yes, chess, not checkers in 2026. Chess is fun. Just ask a Gemini. Laura, that was such a Gemini comment. That was such a Gemini comment. Chess is fun. I'm playing solitaire. I heard that. I heard that. Fun fact, I don't know if y'all knew it. Some of y'all know because you've been following me for a while. But I did get to see K-Dot live. K-Dot and SZA in Atlanta. Absolutely had a phenomenal time and posted a video about it. Posted a video synopsis of everything. I'm sure some of y'all have seen it. I may repost that because that's just too damn good. I was watching it again the other day. Oh, sure, Karen. Let me see. Hang on a minute. Give me 1 second and I'll check, Karen. Hang on a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm checking my why did it say that my stuff isn't available? Hang on a minute. What did Walmart not have? Oh, it didn't have they didn't have Pop-Tarts. Shit. Okay, well damn. I wanted Pop-Tarts this week. All right, Karen, let me see. You charged your credit card once, but you haven't checked out the item. Oh, that may be why. Let me see, let me see, Karen. It does that. Did you do that on my website, theenchantedcottage333.com, Karen? Yes, I was rapping with KDOT the whole time. But Karen, if you didn't check it out and get a confirmation email, it didn't go all the way through. That's why I love Bug, but I don't have it via PayPal. Let me check my PayPal and see if it came through. Sometimes my damn website does this and it will hit people's cards and then it'll fall back off. But it's like that doesn't really help you, and then I don't get it either. I think it's the thing between Wix and PayPal, but the problem is let me just double check and see if I've got it here. Let me look at activity. It's probably showing, tell me this, Karen, is it showing as a pending charge? Yeah, see, it's not here. Hesitate to check out the item now. I don't know what to do because when it does that, it will fall back off if it's showing as pending. And I won't get it either. Yeah, if it's showing as pending, it'll fall back off. Now, what you can do is you can do hold on a minute. Somebody's in my driveway. Let me see who the hell's in my driveway. Give me a minute. Yeah, then you got to wait on a refund. Oh, Karen, it just came through. It just came through. I just got a notification, Karen. You're good. It came through. Yay, I'm glad we waited. All right. It literally came through while I was looking at my driveway. Oh, did you? Okay. Well, I got it. So I got you, love. Let's do your question, love bug, because you sent me a question. So let's see what we got. Okay, you only have one trade day. Good, 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 good. All right, so we should be good. All right, and you said, what do I need to know about my love life? You are a Scorpio. Good deal, Miss Karen. Let's see what we can find out for you. Oh, I forgot to timestamp for Tammy. Damn it. I got to look that up. But this is Karen. Let me timestamp. All right, here we go. What does Karen need to know about love this year for 2026? What does Karen need to know about love for 2026? What does Karen need to know about love for 2026? What does Karen need to know about love for 2026? What does Karen the Scorpio need to know about love for 2026? What does Karen need to know about love? Oh, thank you. What does Karen need to know about love for 2026? Oh my gosh. A lot of people in your energy. Let's see. What else? What does Karen need to know about love for 2026? Karen the Scorpio, what does she need to know about love for 2026? Okay, listen. You have, first of all, you've got a lot of people that are going to be in your energy, Karen. There is something here that you have history with that needs to be addressed and released. There is something amazing that is new, that is in your energy. But I've got this thing that you've got history with that needs to be released. Okay. I don't know. It's telling me that it's not going to work out for your long term. Okay. It's not. And it needs to be released. There's a lot of people that are going to be coming towards you. One of these, oh, he friend zoned you. One of these is new. One of these is new and stable. Okay. But I feel like this got to go. This has got to go. You've got to process through that stuff. And I feel like you might be fighting with yourself about it even. Should I give this up or not? And let this be your confirmation to release that and heal from that. What else does she need to know about love? That was actually for your highest good. Because there's something here that's stable. Hey, Emil. What else does Karen need to know? Karen the Scorpio. Yeah, there's some healing. You're going to be doing a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work, a lot of healing, and cutting that tie, cutting that energetic tie. And you can, let me tell you what does not work. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, let me tell you, okay, that works, Emil. That works. Karen, that you're going to break that. Cord cutting is not going to work with this, Karen. A lot of people cord cut, and there are cord cutting rituals, and they do have a short-term effect, but they don't have a long-term effect. Okay. But what actually works is shadow work and healing. And the short version of that is there's no shortcut to healing. There's no elevator. You got to take the stairs, and it can be painful, right? It can hurt to climb those stairs, but at the same time, you're actually climbing the stairs toward a new and better opportunity. All right, a new and better opportunity. Yeah, somebody who is emotionally nurturing and available and loving. All right. Along with that Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here. You got to work on you, though. You got to work on your self-worth, knowing who you are. Okay. So Karen, either you need to straighten that crown, pick it up off the ground, go get it out of the closet, but it's there, my love. You just got to remember who you are and what your value is. And here's the thing. This person that came and went, I want to talk to you about that. They can only come and go as many times as you let them. They can go one time. They can go one time. But for them to go a second time or a third time or a fourth time, you can keep that from happening again. You can absolutely keep that from happening again. So that's what you need to cut out. That's what you need to cut out. And that's okay. We've all done that until the light bulb hit and said, you know what? I have more control over this than I realize. The reason that he's doing that is because you're allowing him to. But because you've kind of been in this Empress reversed energy, you've not really seen your value and you've not treated yourself with value because you've allowed him to come back in. So that's why he's done this. That's why he keeps coming in and going out. But when you draw the line and say you're not coming back anymore, then he can't treat you like an Empress reverse anymore. Do you see what I mean? So that's what's here. That's going to be your ticket and your road to better. That's your ticket right there. So I want you to work on that. I want you to really commit to that. You know, one of the things that is, you're a Scorpio. One of the things that a Scorpio is literally born to do is to transform and do the shadow work and walk through those really tough days. Scorpios are literally meant to learn to model, to first learn to and then model transformation. And we often talk, Karen, about, you know, Scorpios are the phoenixes that rise up out of the ashes. That's scorpionic energy, right? But we don't talk about what comes before rising up out of the ashes. It's the burning. And that's the work. That's the hard work. That's climbing the stairs, right? But the phoenix is when you get to the top floor. So you will rise. You will, okay? But first you got to burn and you got to heal. And that's not easy, but you're a Scorpio, and I have every faith in the world that you will do this. So I hope that helps you, Karen. I hope that helps you. Yes, they do have amazing deep souls. I love scorpionic energy. It's fascinating. So I hope that helps you. El Marina wants some advice, and I'm going to give it to El Marina. Do you think the new one will be better than the one who had history? If you do the work, otherwise you'll repeat the pattern. The new one will be just like the old one unless you do the burning, the shadow work, the healing, and breaking that energetic vibration. Does that make sense? But that's what I got. You have absolute control over this new one. It depends on what you do before you put yourself out there. All right, El Marina. Let's pull some advice for you. El Marina, what does El Marina need to know for January? You are welcome, Karen, and thank you. El Marina, what does El Marina need to know for January? Give me January advice for El Marina. January advice for El Marina. Oh, Karen, I don't know if he's still on or not, but Uncle El was doing Scorpio earlier. You ought to pop in. All right. What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? What does El Marina need to know for January? I believe that. I believe that. Elmarina, there are some changes that you need to make, a decision that you need to make for your highest good. Okay? You may be dealing with someone that is, there's a deep soul connection with that person, Elmarina. But continuing to deal with that person is painful, okay, and not going to really get anywhere. It's kind of like fighting a losing battle, all right, and it's keeping you stuck, all right, and it's actually setting you up for more pain and heartbreak, okay. You have other options that are going to manifest if you will release this thing that is very intense, but also very emotionally draining and otherwise. There is a person that is just simply not your person. And oh, really? Wow. It's time to release that. All right. And consider other options. It's time to release that and consider other options. Definitely some shadow work would be in effect. Yeah, the universe is purposely going to make things difficult with someone that is just not for your highest good, right? So yeah, and that's why it feels so hard. That's why it's so burdensome. That's why it's so stressful and so draining. And I'll be honest with you, with this Emperor in the reversed, I feel like whoever this is in your energy is just not stepping up for you. I'm not even sure this person is doing the bare minimum for you. You got to remember who you are. You got to remember your own value. You deserve somebody who steps up. We all do. Yeah, it'll get harder and harder instead of, yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you what I know about letting go. Letting go is hard. Yes, see, and that's 9 months that you could have been pursuing something that was better. Letting go is hard at first. It is very hard because it's scary. Letting go is hard and it's scary. But once you do let go, after a minute, it'll be relief. It'll be scary at first. It'll be hard. But when you do let go, you'll feel better. It's probably time for me to, I haven't told this in a while. I'm going to give my analogy about holding on to something versus letting go. Can I do that? It's a little bit lengthy, but yeah, there you go. It'll be lengthy, but it is, it's worth repeating because there are people here that have not heard it. So I'm going to do it. Letting go. Many of you know I am a horse person. I have a lot of years of horsemanship in my life, and I learned a lot as a horse person. I learned a lot of valuable things to apply to every area of life, and here is one. My weight is around 130 pounds. Okay. A horse, on the average, a quarter horse, which was my favorite breed, is going to weigh anywhere from 900 to 1,200 pounds on the average. Okay. 130, 900. 130, 900. That horse is much stronger than me. Okay. Now, one of the things that you learn very early in horsemanship is this. All right. When you are leading a horse, you have a lead rope and a halter, which is the equivalent of a leash and a collar if you have dogs or cats. Okay. It's the same concept for purposes of this discussion for non-horse people. And so you have your lead rope in your hand, which is like the leash. Okay. And you are walking that horse from the pasture to the barn. Okay. Now, if that horse is going with you and walking beside you and not giving you any resistance and behaving, it is by choice. I repeat, you will never overpower. As a 130-pound woman, I will never overpower a 900-pound horse. Okay? If that horse spooks and takes off running, and it happens, folks, to the best of horses. Okay? If that horse spooks and takes off running, and I'm holding that lead rope, I got two choices and I got to make a decision real fast. I can hold on. And if I hold on, my hands are going to get messed up. I'm going to get dragged because horses can run much faster than humans. I possibly am going to get trampled. And my hands are going to get torn up. But if I let go, I'm not going to get hurt. I accept the fact that that horse can do whatever that horse wants to. And I promise you, in the case of horses, and this is not true for people, but in the case of that horse, he'll come back. He knows where his bread is buttered. He knows where his food is. He gonna come back. He ain't going far. I fucking promise you that. And the right one won't leave anyway. The right one's gonna walk along beside you. And for those of you that are curious about the horse lesson in that, the other thing you never do with a lead rope is wrap it around your hand. No, never wrap a lead rope around your hand. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Never do it. You hold it straight on. So, and let me just talk about this from the standpoint of horses. Letting go. Is it scary? My horse here that I love to pieces, and I don't want to lose her or him. I don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to go out there and run in the street and get hit by a car. Okay, it's scary. But I've got to let go and trust that she knows how to have enough sense to take care of herself, because I don't want to get myself hurt in the process. So yeah, it's scary when a horse takes off bolting and you got to let them go, but you got no choice. It's you or them. They're going to go where they want to go regardless. They're just going to be dragging you or not, if that makes sense. So there is my analogy that every so often I give about letting go. And that's what I got. Hey, Michael, how are you? I am actually probably going to do a Virgo upload later, Michael. But anyway, I hope that helped with the folks that need to let things go for 2026. Yeah, see, you can even get hurt with a dog wrapping the leash around your, yeah. So Debbie, you get it. You know, a horse could absolutely tear your hand up. And I'm going to tell you, the best of horses will spook. You don't walk in fear around a horse, but you absolutely keep cognizant and respect the fact that they can fucking kill you if they want to, or sometimes accidentally. So that's what's up. I hope that helps somebody today. I hope that helps somebody. They are very tapped in. Horses are very spiritual animals. I love horses and I miss being around them, but it's a big time commitment. It's a big time commitment, but I really hope that there are more days in my future with me sitting on the back of a horse, because that is pure zen. Pure zen. But they're tapped in. One of my favorite things that I have heard about horses is the horse can teach us infinitely more than we can teach them. It is a complete lifestyle. Debbie, I disagree with that. The best way to get over one is shadow work. Because I used to do that, Debbie, and it created more problems for me. I did that. I did that for a long time. And all I did was accumulate more stuff I had to heal. Oh, okay, Sarah. Did you talk to Uncle? Did you talk to him? But we all got to learn. We all got to learn. And I'm not a purity culture person. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely, Debbie. Absolutely. But letting go is also empowering. Letting go is also empowering because in doing that, you take your power back. And I'm going to say something else too. The more you let go of, the more things will come to you. The more you can release the need for shit, money, people, the more will come to you. Oh, okay. Yes, CJ. That's right. Baxter says hello. I'm going to let Baxter say hello and then I'm going to sign off. In fact, let me do this so that I can, because I want to make it where I don't want anybody else to book and me not realize it. All right, here we go. And then one other thing. Here we go. All right, good deal. But anyway, I'm going to let Baxter say goodbye to y'all, and then we're going to come on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, here, let me move this. Dang it. What is this? Why am I having trouble? Okay, there we go. All right, I'm good now. Oh, okay, yeah. Come on. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Oh, good, green-eyed. He says hello. He does, CJ. He had a little adventure recently, but we're all good now. We're all good now. He had a scary little adventure, but yeah, it is what it is. Tell everybody hello, Baxter. Oh. He's my baby boy. He's my baby boy. He really didn't escape. The gate was open, and he just was meandering around the front yard. But as soon as I called him, he came back around and came in the back door. So it was funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but hey, Lilia, how are you? Yeah, I actually showed Green Eye Devil the footage from my cameras of him in the front yard, and like, Yeah, he was literally meandering. He was just out there like boom, boom, boom. He was sniffing around, boom, 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 boom. You can see him. And then I called him, and when I called him, he just like bolted back around to the gate and came in the back. Green-eyed devil saw it all. But yeah, he was just like boop, 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 boop. I would have died if something would have happened to my baby. Oh my God. I would have totally died. Y'all would have had to bury me. I'm serious. That's my baby. Anyway, yeah, he was smart enough to come back. Yep. Investigation of perimeter. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, it's like he was just like, oh, let me just check this out. He was around the front flower beds and shrubs and just like sniffing. And then I called him. It is funny now. It is funny now. You're right, Great-eyed Devil. But when I called him, he I know it was a Pisces. When I called him, he was like, oh shit, mama's calling me. And he bolted. He bolted back around to the back gate and came right on in. Crazy nut. Well, Lilia, I am done pulling cards, but I'll be doing mini readings again, or you can book a personal reading with me, Lilia. It's hard to tell something off of one card, Lilia. Yeah, me too, Sarah. Yes, dogs are people. He's my little homie. That's my little bestie right there. We have entire conversation. Oh, he's done laid back down again. He's so crazy. I got to get some videos up. I got to get some personal readings out, and I have to do Virgo and Libra. I'm going to try to get those up for later tonight. Hopefully. Then now I got to do the water signs January. I have not done that yet. I'm late doing that. So anyway. But I tell you what, Lilia, are you still here? I'll pull you one card if you are still here. Street lights are on. Yeah. Been on vacation. I hope it's been a good vacation. But Lily, if you are still here, let me know. But dogs are people. I fully agree. I guess she left. When she realized I wasn't going to pull a free card for her. And then I was going to. Oh, well. We will never know. You are okay. You're going to make it through this rough spot. I guarantee it. He's telling me it is time for me to go. All right. All right, Baxter. All right. Well, I love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. And see you guys later. Virgo is going to come up soon. Libra probably tonight or tomorrow. Water signs soon. Probably by tomorrow, if not tonight. I love y'all. Bye.